Now, Ken's speech was about austerity. My speech is a little bit more about audacity. Those of you who know me aren't surprised by that, are you? No. I'm going to answer a couple questions at the end of the speech, but let me answer a couple of them right now. How do we change the Libertarian Party nationwide to become a political powerhouse? And the answer is, we emulate Ohio. Hey. And what do we want the qualities of a national chairman of our party to be? We emulate Kevin Nedler. Ken gave those nice words about Warren Harding, and I've been all over the media with my idea when he talks about tax cuts in the midst of a terrible depression, not recession. I've been going around the world saying what we need in this country is an income tax vacation. You want to get this country going again. How about 1 year where no one in America pays their income taxes and gets to keep their own money? And the first thing liberals say to me is, that's greedy. And I say, no, you've got the definition wrong. See, it's not greedy to want to keep more of your own money that you work for. The definition of greed is to ask government at gunpoint to take it from those that earn it and redistribute it to those that didn't. That's greed. And then they say, where will you get the money from? How could you just ask people to not pay taxes for a year? The country will go broke. And I say, well, first of all, I got to correct you. The country is already broke. Second of all, we didn't seem to have that problem finding $1 trillion in stimulus to give out to all the people who didn't earn it. And we didn't have that problem finding $13 trillion to give out in the way of bailouts to greedy companies that in a capitalist society didn't deserve to be bailed out. And we didn't have a problem finding $50 billion to give to a new welfare program that just happens to make cars on the side called General Motors and Chrysler. So when you want to find the money, we can find it. Why can't we find it for the group of people that actually creates the jobs and pays the taxes, small business? You give them back their own money. You allow them to keep their own money, and you've empowered them. And you will see the greatest economic boom and explosion in the history of America and in the history of civilization. It happened once before with the Reagan tax cuts. His mistake was he cut taxes from over 70% to 28%. Fantastic. And we went from the Carter years, the bust, the worst recession since 1929, to an incredible boom, the greatest job explosion, and the greatest economic revival in history. From the depths all the way to the top of the mountain with nothing but a tax cut. That's the proof of what a tax cut can do when you let small business keep their own money. The mistake was, if Reagan was a libertarian like me, he would have cut spending dollar for dollar with every dollar of tax cuts. Now, people ask me, what can we do to supercharge the Libertarian Party? Why have we not had success, big-time success on a national basis in our 39 years of existence? I have a little funny story to tell you that kind of sums up my attitude. Did I turn this off? There we go. My attitude about what we need in the Libertarian Party. An elderly man walks into a church to confess to a priest. And the old man says, I'm 92 years old. I've got 4 wonderful children, 16 grandchildren, and 6 great-grandchildren. I have been blessed. And the priest says, well, why are you here? And the old man says, yesterday, I met 2 beautiful young girls, took them home to my house and made love to them all night long. And the priest says, are you sorry for your sins? And the old man says, heck no, it was the best night of my entire life. And the priest says, what kind of Catholic are you? And the old man says, I'm not a Catholic. And the priest says, why are you telling me this? And the old man says, I'm 92 years old, I'm telling everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the answer to how the Libertarian Party takes over and becomes the second great party and eliminates the Republican Party, and it's us against the Democrats. It's enthusiasm, it's energy, it's passion, it's getting in the media, it's being an evangelist for freedom and liberty and limited government and lower taxes and less spending and the Constitution and states' rights. That's what we need, a jolt of energy and passion.